This morning, a drastic change to the Department of Education. The Trump administration planning to cut the staff of the agency in half. DOE workers ordered to stay home today, with some 1,300 career employees expected to be terminated. The new education secretary says the president's ultimate goal is to shut down the agency, but that would require an act of Congress.
What we did today was to take the first step of eliminating what I think is bureaucratic bloat.
The Department of Education says it serves over 50 million students across the country. Its staff working on programs from student loans to anti-discrimination laws and campus safety. The head of the advocacy group, the National Education Association, saying, quote, "The real victims will be our most vulnerable students." It comes as President Trump made a show of support for the head of his administration's cost-cutting program, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk. The president displaying Teslas on the White House South Lawn as the company's stock struggles during the general market turmoil this week, with investors still concerned about a possible recession, which the president shrugged off yesterday.
I don't see it at all. I think this country is going to boom.
And overnight, Trump putting in place promised 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from around the world.
We've been ripped off for years by other countries.
Most of the United States' imported steel and nearly all of its aluminum comes from Canada. The two countries avoided more escalation yesterday after Trump threatened heavier tariffs after a Canadian politician briefly taxed electricity in 3 U.S. states, both sides eventually backing down.
So let's work together. Cooler heads have to prevail here.
The tariffs weighing heavily on many businesses, like D.C.'s Right Proper Brewing Company, which gets aluminum beer cans from Canada.
How much does any small disruption potentially throw you guys off?
It could be massive. Roughly, if we were to incur a 25% increase in that cost, it would be about over $40,000 for us, which is the cost of an employee.
Well, we're starting to see this cause and effect, Garrett, reaction and retaliation over these tariffs from some of U.S. allies, some of them in Europe.
Yeah, that's right, Savannah. The EU acted pretty forcefully overnight with what they're calling a proportionate response, placing tariffs on $28 billion of American exports. The South Korean government said it would go into emergency response mode to review ways it can beef up how it responds. And China, which is not a big exporter of steel or aluminum to the U.S., said it would take all necessary measures to protect its industries. Savannah?
All right, Garrett, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.